Welcome fans to TV Box Top, the channel for the best reviews in TV boxes, mini PCs and accessories. Today I have a Windows 10 mini PC from Beelink, and this model is called the GKmini, and it runs on 8GB of DDR4L RAM, 256GB of SATA SSD storage on an Intel Celeron Gemini Lake J4125 CPU. This model also comes with a DIY SATA expandable storage bay. In this review, we look at its design and features, then I'll briefly run through its Windows operating system and benchmarks. Then I'll install Android x86 as a dual boot operating system using the SATA expandable storage, followed by FydeOS operating system in dual boot configuration using the same expandable storage. So don't go anywhere, my full review is up next. So in the box you have the GKmini itself. You get a pair of HDMI cables, a 42-inch and the other is 11 inches, a 12 volts 2 amps DC power adapter. You get a mounting bracket and screws, and a user manual. This mini PC has dual HDMI ports, one RJ45 gigabit LAN, two USB 3.0 ports, the power input jack, and a Kensington lock to the rear. At the front, it has two more USB 3.0 ports, a headphone jack, an LED power button, and a clear CMOS pinhole button. On both sides, you have coolant vents for its internal cooling fan. At the top, it has a glossy surface with the Beelink branding. And below the PC, you have 4 anti-skid rubber feet, screw holes for mounting to the back of your TV or monitor with the included bracket, and 4 screws to remove the bottom panel to gain access to the DIY SATA expandable storage. So I'll set this up and continue. So the GKmini starts with the usual Windows startup wizard, followed by your Microsoft login and the creation of a security pin. Then you're taken to the Windows desktop. So this is Windows 10 operating system, and let's take a look at its basic system information. It shows that you are running on Windows 10 Pro. The model is the GKmini. Its CPU is the Intel Celeron J4125 clocked at 2.0 GHz, which is its base clock speed. It's a 64-bit operating system and it runs on 8GB of RAM. Below here it shows that this operating system is activated. To dig a little deeper, the Ada64 Extreme app shows that it's running on DirectX version 12. The CPU is a quad-core CPU running at 2.0 GHz. Its boost clock speed is 2.7 GHz, as I will show you in a moment. Its GPU is the quad-core Intel UHD Graphics 600. Its audio adapter is the Intel Smart Sound Technology. The internal NVMe SSD storage disk is a Micron 1300, and here's the remainder after the Windows installation. Its dual band Wi-Fi adapter is the Realtek AC3165, and it shows that it has Bluetooth support. And here's the BIOS information. This month has been an exciting month in the world of Microsoft with the release of their Windows 11 update. The GKmini doesn't update to Windows 11 automatically, but you can initiate the update manually from the Microsoft page. Here I've updated to the latest Windows 11, and here is the Windows update information. This mini PC is powerful enough for work or entertainment. Firstly, you can use it for the most basic tasks with the Microsoft Suite. This makes it ideal for connecting to projectors for PowerPoint presentations, and you have full access to the Microsoft Store and all other applications. Just keep in mind, this is not a gaming PC, so don't expect it to compete with the Core i5 or the Core i7 models. It's small enough to neatly connect mounted to the back of your TV or to a projector and watch premium movie services such as Netflix and Amazon Prime Video in HD and 4K quality, because this mini PC has HDCP protection. With these premium movie services, you get surround sound audio formats. However, this PC does not have Dolby Vision or HDR display. You can connect your gamepad wired or wirelessly via Bluetooth and play some light to medium graphics games. This model comes with dual HDMI ports that can connect to 2 monitors at the same time for extended window display, or you can choose to duplicate the displays. With YouTube, you get 4K 2160p display, and in its display settings you can even set your monitor to 60Hz. However, with YouTube, you don't get HDR display, which is a limitation of this PC. So to benchmark its performance, I will only show 2 benchmarks, and the rest you can get it on my rankings chart. In the new Windows version of the Antutu benchmark, it scored 166,306, and in the PC Mark 10 benchmark, it scored 1,625. Its Geekbench 5 CPU benchmark. These are its RAM and internal storage, its Wi-Fi and Ethernet LAN speed, and its 3D Mark graphics benchmark. These are some decent scores. Let's see where it places on the chart. After entering the scores on my rankings chart, the Beelink GKmini is at position number 4 in reference to PC Mark 10 benchmark scores. You can view this chart using the link in the description below this video. So that's it for Windows. I will now install a 1TB SSD into the SATA expandable storage bay and install Android x86 as an alternative operating system to test for compatibility, features, and performance. To learn how to install Android x86, see the link to my tutorial in the description below. So this is Android 10 x86 Lineage OS Edition, and it's one of the amazing things you can do with the GKmini expandable storage compartment. This is the full mobile Android version running totally independent of the Windows operating system, but it utilizes all of its hardware power. When running Android x86 on this PC, you get the boost clock speed of 2.7 GHz as its default speed, and you get 64-bit ABIs, which allows you to run both 32 and 64-bit apps and games. You also get Vulkan GPU support, which is great for gaming, and you don't have to worry about overheating because this PC has a built-in cooling fan. However, on the Android x86, you don't get surround sound audio formats, and depending on which version you are running, you may also run into some issues with audio via the HDMI port. You have a full access to the Google Play Store, and you have root access along with a root switch in the developer options. You can run premium movie services such as Netflix and Amazon Prime Video, but they are limited to basic 480p due to the lack of DRM support. You can run Kodi and all the streaming APKs you want without restrictions. And one of the biggest advantages of running Android x86 on Windows hardware is its gaming performance, because Windows hardware usually surpasses that of Android boxes. However, that too can be problematic due to GPU compatibility and the game you're trying to play. A more stable and compatible alternative operating system that can convert the GKmini into an Android TV box is the operating system called FydeOS. This operating system is Chrome OS with a fully functional Android subsystem. To learn how to install FydeOS, see the link to my tutorial in the description. It's a bit outdated, but the process is basically the same. So for those who have been following my mini PC videos, you would have seen that in my last video, I used the FydeOS version 11 as it was the only version that allowed me to manually root it. Well, in today's video, I am running FydeOS version 12 and I was able to successfully root it using the same process. If you would like to download version 12, see the link in the description below. Just keep in mind from version 12 is the paid version, so if you have your FydeOS account, it will work. If not, you will have to use version 11, also in the link below this video. One of the exciting things you get with FydeOS is to watch premium movie services in HD quality on the Chromium browser, and you get audio through the HDMI port.
And effective than any man we have in the field.
You get 4K display up to 2160p at 60Hz, and you also get built-in screen rotation. You get YouTube via the Chromium browser up to 4K 2160p. You can enable Linux as a secondary subsystem, and this can open up a new door of possibilities. You can connect multiple Bluetooth controllers without issues. This is one of the things that tend to give problems on the Android x86. And you can enjoy your favorite Android games under the highest graphics settings. Due to its hardware, one of the things you don't get under FydeOS is good 4K HDR video playback, but it does play 1080p quite well.
I've seen gods fly. I've seen men build weapons that I couldn't even imagine.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
So viewers, there you have it. The Beelink GKmini is a cool, powerful mini PC that gives you the flexibility to do lots of things on it for both work and entertainment on Windows and under alternative operating systems. Its built-in cooling fan keeps everything nice and cool, and it has lots of ports for connecting peripherals and dual monitors. And if you are interested in the GKmini, you can get it at an affordable price along with a $40 on-page coupon. See the link in the description below this video. Thanks for watching. Give this video the thumbs up if you like this product. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell before leaving to be notified when I release new videos or decide to do a giveaway. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and I'll be seeing you in the next one.